Dare I say, it's that time of year again, that time when we all work ourselves up into a frenzy, buying all the things. Pretty sure Amazon sales this week were probably bazonkers. Today I am showing you how you can keep it all together, as in like maybe leave this season a little less frazzled than the last one. In this video, I'm going to be featuring some Erin Condren products that are going to help you keep all the things you need to do this holiday season all in one convenient place. Let's jump into it. Okay, I think Erin Condren did a great job with creating these products to help us prepare for all the stresses that come along with holiday planning. And so first, let's look at this notepad. I believe this little notepad by itself, I think, is great for someone who the only thing they need to focus on is gift giving. And this would be great for just listing out the names. I kind of wish we had a little bit more space, but I guess what you could do, since it's so big, you could write you can skip lines so that it doesn't feel like it's cluttered. Or if their name is long, you could do their initials instead, or the gift not having that much space, you can use 2 lines to fill in the gift. So let's use the name Susan, and the gift I want to give Susan is some socks. Beth, and gift I want to get Beth would be scented candle. See how you could, if it's too big, I'm actually kind of writing big too, and this is like a 0.7, yeah, 0.7. So this is perforated. Take this off, fold it, and how easy that is. So let's say the socks I want to get at Target. So I'm going to make this like a Target list, and let's make this one Erin Condren. I wanted to buy stuff for some people there. That could be another store I want to shop at. Even though I'm not going in person there, that would be a online. Bath and Body Works, do they have candles? That goes to show you I don't shop there, or it's been a long time. I think they have candles. Let me know in the comments, do they have candles at Bath and Body Works? I know I don't need to write works. So I can write scented candle here. I don't need to write who it's for because I already have my list over here. I could write socks over here. See, and then you can have this and take that with you. This is kind of cool. Even if you didn't want to write name, I suppose you could also do this for group. I'm just brainstorming while I'm doing this. So if I wanted to get a group gift for all of my kids, so I could just do kids, and I can write board game, and it would be like a group present, and I could probably buy that at Target. And then as I shop and buy things, you just check it off. And this is small enough that I could fold it for size comparison, because it's kind of hard on camera. Sticky note. Basically, you fold that up, put it in your pocket, take that with you to the store. You can have that with you. This is neat because there's so many. You don't have to worry about running out. I'm not too crazy about the pattern that's on here, but that doesn't matter to me. Just the functionality of it. This is good for if this is all you need. If the only thing your main focus is on getting gifts, you have to get lots of gifts, then, or even if you don't have to get lots of gifts, if you just want to organize your ideas on what gifts you're going to get who, this is cool. This, on the other hand, actually has some sections in it that are dedicated to gift giving. You can have a place in here to store that information. So if you get this, okay, what I'm saying is if you get this, you don't necessarily need this. The only thing is there's no tear out of the gift page in here, but you could just take a picture with your phone and have your phone with you. Obviously, we take our phones everywhere. Use that, take that with you to the store to reference as your list. So this planner came out a couple weeks ago when they launched their Petite planners, and there's been some mixed feelings about this cover. I like the blue, and I like the silver, because those two colors to me, I feel like are wintry, Christmassy. I don't necessarily like red and green as being like the signature Christmas colors, so I like that this is not red and green. I do, however, do not understand the design that they chose for this. It looks like suns, and typically when we think of holiday, we think of the winter holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas holidays, and here in the United States, it's cold. It's like sweater weather, not so much sunshine. So I don't understand that part of it, but it's okay. I still like these colors. Let me know in the comments what you think about the design that they chose. And the insides almost, is it the same? I feel like it's like a hair lighter. Guys, it's like this, hold on. It's like this, is this called a powder blue? I believe that's what the Smile liner is. One of the newer ones. It's like this, it's giving me that same color vibes. So this color in this planner probably would be good. They recommend you can use it for 3 years of the same holiday if you want to. And when I read that, I was like, that is genius. That's probably how I would use it. So my family, the biggest holiday would be Christmas. We do get together for Thanksgiving. However, it's really just a meal. And technically, the only planning that goes on for Thanksgiving is like the travel plans for us traveling to get there, which by the way, I have blog posts about traveling, and I'm gonna link those in a description so that you can check out if you are going to be traveling with your kids and you need some tips. We have been traveling pretty much every single holiday season for like 16 years. And even outside of the holidays, we've traveled often. I've traveled often by myself without my husband. And so I've got lots of tips on those blog posts that I put out last holiday season. And so they're still relevant. I'll go ahead and link them if that's something you're interested in, considering, the holidays are coming up. And if you're thinking about traveling and want some tips, even if you've done it a bunch of times already, maybe there's some tips that I share that you didn't even think to consider. So anyway, there's more information in here, but I'm not going to go over all of this. But that was the main thing I wanted to point out, is that yes, it's 3 months, but you could use it technically for like 3 years. So let me show you what I would do in that instance. If you were to use it for consecutive years, here's how I would do it. I would draw some lines and break down these boxes, which now that I'm looking at it like this, it's kind of driving me nuts that they're not the same across. Like this box is not the same size as this box, and this is not the same size as that, and they made this one small. I don't know, is that just me? So I would divide this, I draw a line in like pencil. This would be 2022, 2023, 2024, and that way I can have a dedicated space for each one. So it's almost like a year over year type journal situation. That's how I would set these up. Then you go into the first calendar, which is pink. I don't understand the color choice here. It would have been cool, I think, if they would have just done the blue. I would have been fine with it if they'd have done blue in all of it. I think the other months, hold on, jumping ahead. I feel like blue is one of the month colors. Yeah, it's like but it's not the same blue as the front. It's more of a, wait, did I skip one? I think I skipped one. There has to be another one in here. There we go, yeah, because this is like a green. So I don't know. I don't understand the color choices, but it's fine. They all go well together. This is an easy, the background you can't fix. If you wanted to use stickers, you can cover that up if you wanted to. But all right, let's see how I would set this up. So if I was using it for just the Christmas holiday, then I could set this up as like a December calendar and use it to map out like the vacation days, like when we'll be traveling and that sort of thing. That would be helpful here to have like it in like one place. I'm trying to think. I also had the idea too that I could maybe, let's see, if Thanksgiving, let's see, I'm gonna get out, hold on, get out my November to look at. I can't show you because I have stuff in here. So technically, I might be able to get away with like also including Thanksgiving, because this could be the 24th of November. Follow me. 24th of November, 1st of December, and then 8th, 15th, 22nd. So then that would mean this is Christmas over here. And then this will be the 29th. Holy smokers. the 30th and the 31st. Oh, you guys, January 1st, 2023 starts on a Sunday? That's awesome. So I could technically use this calendar for 2022 purposes. It lines up perfectly to where this could be Thanksgiving, and then I can just date all the way. This is the 31st. This would be New Year's Eve, y'all. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so everything pink that we are going to look at would be 2022 priorities for the month, because technically it would be like December. Ways to take care of myself, ways I can ask for help this month. I really like these two especially because, you know, I like focusing on self-care and prioritizing my needs, making sure my needs are taken care of first. Lots of to-do list space. And then here's cool where you can list out your family traditions that you already have established, and then you can put new ones that you would like to try. So every time you come up with an idea because you watched a YouTube video, for example, someone sharing their family traditions, you can jot it. You have a space to put that idea here. Putting it here doesn't necessarily mean you actually do it, but at least it gives you some kind of a space. And then you'll have some to-do list sections here. I guess you could use, like, if one of your family traditions is building a gingerbread house, then you might need to use this space to list out what you need in order to get that. So if you need, like, I'm pausing because some people might actually like make all the things themselves, and some people might go buy a gingerbread house kit where everything's already cooked and cut up, and all you gotta do is stick it all together. So that might just take up one space if you're just buying the kit. And then if you're getting all that, then you might need, there's other pages in here you might use for that. I don't know, I've never done that. Let me know in the comments if you're somebody who is, you know, team make your own gingerbread house or team buy the kit, or you don't even do any of that, because I mean, some people don't. Decoration, okay. I not big on decorating for any time of the year except for Christmas. And even my Christmas decoration is very, very minimum. I don't do very much. And this year though, I actually need to go buy some stuff, because last year I was in a mood and I was like, I've had some of these decorations since my son was a baby. He's about turned 16, and I deserve to upgrade. So I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I need my husband to take down the stuff from the attic, like now. As I'm filming this, it is October the 12th or the 13th. What does my watch say? The 13th. And I need to be reminded what I kept and what I need to get. I know for sure I need to get some ornaments. I have my eyes on like a color palette I saw at Hobby Lobby. And I know I need to get another tree skirt because I got rid of that. And those are the two things I know for sure. I guess the look and feel, this could totally be like a mood board. I could get out some colors and pick out whatever the color, like whatever I want my color scheme to be. I could do that here too. And you have space for what you want to decorate outside. And then you have the individual rooms, table decorations. We don't do that. The most I do outside is I have like a wreath that I put out every year, and I don't know if I kept it or not. I'm pretty sure I might have kept it, but that's pretty much all I do outside. I know some people do all the like hanging up the lights and stuff like that. My husband works a lot, and he typically only has like one day off a week, and for him to be doing things like that on his one day off a week when he's driving so far to get to work and he's exhausted like during the week, so he can't do it during the week, it's a lot. So that's mostly why. Also the cost of just getting things, and we've moved a lot over the years, and so every time we think about like buying anything, we're of the mindset of, am I gonna want to have to haul it around every time we move? So here's where you've got only you have two of these spreads. So here's how this is how I thought about it. I thought about it where one of these could be Thanksgiving. Okay, so the drinks for Thanksgiving, any appetizers, which we don't really do appetizers, the main dishes, side dishes, desserts, usually just pumpkin pie. We don't need to do guests and stuff because it's just family. And thankfully nobody has allergies. There aren't really any dietary restrictions. and space for like the cooking schedule. So this I think would be cool, so that every year I could, like, once I fill this out this year, I could reference it for next year and easily be able to see and not have to think hard about it. That's, I think, the beauty in planning, especially if you're doing something like this, gathering everything in one spot. And then so here I would do the Christmas meal. We usually have a meal Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. There's 2 different types of meals. It's always like the same meal for each day. Let me know in the comments if that's how your family does it too. And I could see me splitting, this is big enough, I could split this in half to where this would be Christmas Eve, this would be Christmas Day. Again, I could split these 2 again in half also, and it still leaves me plenty of space because our Christmas meals there's not very many parts to it. Our Thanksgiving meal though, there's more parts to it. So I could see needing all the box space. I actually I could turn this into something else if I needed more room for something. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. But that's the meal plan pages. And then this is the looking back, and this is how every month in a year ends. So thinking of using this consecutively for 3 years, this would be how I fill this out. And then next year I could look at this and be reminded of the memories because I took the time to fill this out. So this is cool for just, very minimal memory keeping. I like this idea. You could even print out pictures and stick them in here. I know Erin Condren does. I've gotten it from them before where I've uploaded some photos and have had them turn it into like stickers, and those would totally fit in here. I'm trying to think. I think it would fit in here. Maybe trim it a little. Or the circles. They have like boxes and then they have circles, as if that looks like a box, guys. That's not a box. You know what a box looks like. Or it's not really a box. It's like a rectangle. That would be cool to set that up and then have something to look back on. So then you would set this up for next year. I don't know, depending on if I used it this year, I might not fill this part out. It just depends on how helpful this was to me. It might be very helpful in my planning, honestly, especially because usually I don't fill out the month view in my calendar and my planner until it gets close to that month. And planning for the holidays for December anyway, tends to happen a little bit early-ish. Like I already know like when the kids' break is way in advance, so I could already like fill that in and know, so I can know in advance like when my husband would potentially be off work. His job usually gives them the entire week off between Christmas and Thanksgiving anyway. So Thanksgiving, between Christmas and New Year. So he technically doesn't ever have to ask for too many days off. Sometimes they start work a little bit sooner than we can be back. And so he has to ask for like 1 or 2 days, like before they officially go on break and after they officially return. But having it like in a place like this might help. So I'm gonna go to the back so this would be 2024. So after 2024 comes these pages. So after the 3 months there's some budget tracker pages. So let's see. Technically you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have plenty of room for 3 holidays. So if you wanted to do holiday 2022, for the Christmas holiday, this is what my budget is. I don't understand the point of having a budget and a budget maximum. I feel like the budget is the budget. That if I set a budget number, that is my maximum. But that's just, the financial planner person in me. I went to school for finance, so that's just what my brain was thinking. Initial budget, total spent, different savings. So yeah, this is cool. I've actually done something similar to this in a spreadsheet before, but it's been a really long time. I remember one year I was like, we have a $500 budget. That was a long time ago. I think we only had like 2. No, I don't know. I think we had 2 kids at the time, but or 1 kid. And I think we were buying presents for like other extended family members. So we had set a budget and we had like made a list of who we were going to buy for, and and I kept track of it like that. So if you're somebody who does that, then you have enough pages for like one per year. And then the holiday card planner, I'm pretty sure you have, okay, so you have a lot of pages for the lists part. So you technically could do, like this could be for 2022, 2023, 2024, and that gives you extra space. And 13, if you're sending more than 13 cards per holiday, then you might be SOL, although you'll have like 13 over here. So you kind of can like bleed onto here if you need to. You can just like mark a line, like where 1 year starts, 1 year ends, I guess. That would be how I would do it, using it for multiple years. The only downside is this is only one page. So, let me know if you do holiday cards. If you, every year you do like a photographer and you get that set up, and this page would be helpful for you. Again, like the only downside is if this you're using for multiple years and you do a photo shoot every year, you might, well, okay, so if you use the same photographer every year, I don't know, I'm trying to think how I could use, if I were to try and use this to stretch for 3 years. I don't see that being possible. This section down here, yes, you can break it up into 3. So that's how I would do. I would probably ignore all of this up here, and I would have the information, I would cut it up into 3 sections and just have like the details here. Like this is the date, this was the cost, this is the location. Shoot, I don't know what else you would need to know. The notes for the shoot, maybe like whatever your theme is for what colors you decided your family is gonna wear. Props you might need to bring. Yeah, I think that would be enough space. You'd have to, I would use like a 0.5 or 0.3 so you can maximize how much you fit into that, into like a little column. But I think you could kind of ignore this part because these are definitely geared more towards like using one time. Here's the holiday gift lists that I was talking about. So you only have that one spread of this holiday gift list, and they've already got pre-labels here for family and friends. And then you can use these, you know, like coworkers, neighbors, teachers, pets. I don't have pets, but I know people get presents for their pets. Nothing wrong with that. I could see this being because it's only one, this is good for just having like a master list of like all the people that you want to remember to buy presents for. So every year you can turn to this and be like, okay, so then it becomes like the check boxes. You might want to add, here's what I would do. You can either use a dot marker, which, hold on a second, let's see what the back. Okay, yeah, you can use a dot marker. I looked at the back because like if it kind of bleeds a little bit, then it's not necessarily that big a deal, because the spot it would be like in there. Yeah, it'd be kind of in there, so it's not that big a deal. So you can technically use a dot marker and just like make 2 more rows of dots, so you can have one for each year. And then if you have the like roll of washi tape that Erin Condren has that has like the circles on it, I wonder if they will line up with this and you can use that, or if you have other stickers that have circles like that, you might be able to find some that line up. I know the issue will be the lining up of it, and so I don't know what the measurement of those are because I don't have them, but these are 1/4 inch. All right, someone's gonna have to let me know. Someone's gonna have to let me know if they have it and they can try it out and let us all know, so that if anybody else wants to do that, we can look in the comments and see if anybody else has this that's watching this and has the actual like Erin Condren roll of dots. Test it out on there and let us know if it lines up. We would appreciate it. Holiday gift planner, I think, yeah, this one has a lot of pages. So it has 3 full spreads. So that would be for each year. I honestly would probably be like 2022, 2023, 2024. So I can have like a completely clean slate to look at. And I honestly would probably use this maybe for like, we don't really get too many gifts for each of our kids. So we have 4 kids. So if I were to do 1, 2, 3, 4 kids, and then I buy something for my husband. Those would really be the only main like people that I would maybe want to keep track of. So you have enough space for 8. You know what? I would go ahead and put for myself. You could use this as like, wait a minute, I think there's a page for that. I was gonna say you could use it like a wish list, but I think there's a page in here for that. So here's a group gift tracker. I think there's 2. Okay, so you have 2 of these. So this would not work if you were gonna do like multiple years. Ideal cost of the gift, group gift recipient, group gift ideas, wrapping ideas, shopping list. We don't do very many group gifts. Let me know in the comments if you are into group gifting. I mean, about the biggest group, when I think of a group gift, I think of buying like a combined present for all 3 of my, not all 3, oh my God, 4, all 4 of my kids. Like last year, we did a trip to Disney for them for Christmas, and that was like a group gift. So group gifts I usually think of as like experiences, not necessarily presents either. So it'll be interesting to see if anybody has ideas for using this and how they would use it. If you do have this and you plan on using it, if you would share and let us know. So here's the gift wish list I was telling you, that you can keep track of what you want, and you only have 1 of these. Price tracker, gifts to order, gifts to mail, gift price tracker, gift the person receiving it, what store, and the price, gifts to order, gifts to mail, gifts to wrap, gifts to deliver. I'm looking at this because I feel like the way that the order in which this is done, gifts to mail, I feel like should have been, like it should have been gifts to deliver, gifts to mail. This side should have been gifts to wrap. Because I'm just thinking about it in the logical order of buying things. Like you come up with the idea and then you buy it, like you order it, and then you would wrap it before you mail it. And then if you aren't mailing it, you might personally deliver it. Like that to me feels like that should be on the same spread. Holiday baking tracker. We don't do very much baking. There isn't any like, we don't have a tradition like, okay, we're gonna bake something. But this would be good to note. It's only 1 spread. I guess this is more for like, not necessarily keeping track of the recipes for the baking that you have to do. That would be good if they added that in here instead of this. So I guess if you were making the treat, like if you had to make it for, let's say like your kid's class or for your office, or if you wanted to bake some for your neighbors, or if there's like some kind of event that you are, a party you're attending and you're gonna bring some treats, you can use this to keep track of. Okay, I could see this being beneficial. I had to like really like look at it and kind of think, I don't really have that many things, so I probably wouldn't use this page. And then they give you 1 spread of dot grid, which I think the spacing, I really wish I could see better. It's like a little bit short of, it's not, I don't think it's a 1/4 inch. I feel like it's smaller than a 1/4 inch. It comes with some of these stickers, which I have 0 idea how I would use this, but it does coordinate. So the pink ones coordinate with that first month. This like olive green would be the second. This is that 3rd month in there. And then they have like the rainbow of all the colors, which is really pretty. The color scheme of these. I don't know that I would use these. Ooh, I wonder if these hearts, let's see, hold on. Here, do these line up? No, they do not. I was gonna see if they lined up with these lines, because then you could use maybe that, but that doesn't line up. But you've got stickers there if you want to zhuzh it up. And that's it. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you like this sort of thing. If you want more like planner review videos or more ideas and tips for how to use some of these planners. I am an Erin Condren affiliate now, and so the links in the description, I will link specifically to these products. So if you wanted to check those out, they will be there. I'll see you next time. Bye.